We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Once again, it's Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A quick throw there out to Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Rolling to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Chargers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason.
Herbert has it knocked free. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On the option to give to Swift here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
3rd down, it's Willis. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it...
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Kenneth Murray
gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And he gets it down to the 32.
68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert completes this one to Pickens. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down. Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll buy some time right.
Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. 84 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This time, Willis will throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the line, they got a few words to say to their QB on them.
Hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Brings up 3rd down.
From his own end zone, Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Willis now off of play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chargers 3.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but now he didn't run after it.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Herbert throwing again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be taken at the 10. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Willis with it on 3rd and 1.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or...
And this throw will be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top. You become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Now second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. From the 38, Willis.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
This is Swift on the counter. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Herbert now. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before the break for Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Off partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Herbert, he'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Alex Highsmith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Willis will look to throw it.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over first and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
After the sack on first down, Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Out to his left. Wilson's got it complete.
All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw again on second down, Herbert. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Chargers 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Herbert off of play action. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Willis now off play action.
Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Willis.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run right here with Swift.
Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
To throw, here's Willis.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
All Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout,
from the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Deron Payne picks up his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's man, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, it's man, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
On second down, it's man, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Reload, reload. Smash.
They'll run on first down. Man, yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Alex Highsmith
Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's man.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On the 6.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready.
On 1st down, it's man. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, right side. Man. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Helping with just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there